Hi dear doers, and welcome to this tutorial on customer and vendor payments. In Odoo, you can easily track your paid invoices and bills. Let's see how it works in our database. Okay guys, so we are in the database, so let's go in the accounting application to see how to handle your payments. So from the dashboard within each journal, it's super easy to see what invoices and bills are still have to be paid. So from here, the customer invoice, I still have 4 unpaid invoices, and for the vendor bill, we have not only 6 bills to pay, but also 5 of those that are late. So it even gives you what are the bills and invoices that are due. So I'm going to check by clicking directly on unpaid invoices. I can access all the invoices that I have to pay. If I want to pay multiple invoices at a time, I just have to select those, and directly from the list view, you see that you can register multiple payments at a time, so in one click. If you want to go directly in one invoice, this is what we're going to do. You have also the possibility in each invoice to register the payment. So by clicking on this button, and here, let's say the customer has paid only 100 euros out of the 300. Here you see that Odoo gives me the possibility to either keep the rest of the amount open or mark everything as fully paid. So I'm going to create the payment, and as you can see, the invoice is automatically tagged as partially paid. So we still have 200 euros due for that customer. And we have the information from the payment, so that it was paid on the 5th of May for an amount of 100 euros. If you need more details about that payment, what's going to happen is that you can click on the little eye icon here, and you have already a bit more information. So for example, the journal in which it was booked, the sequence of the entry, etc., etc. If you need more information, again, you can just click on the view button and you will have the detailed view of the payment. You can see on the right-hand side, you have the related invoice and also the related journal entry. So if you want to see the accounting impact from that payment, you just click on the journal entry button, and you can see here, so the payment entry is booked as follows. So on the credit side, you're going to have the receivable account, so we can balance out that amount from the invoice. And on the debit side, you would expect a bank account, but here in Odoo, we use a transit account, which is called an outstanding receipt account. So it will be, so we are putting a transit account until we have the reconciliation with the bank statement. Here, again, you will have also always the link between the entry, the payment here, and also the reconciled entry. So we can directly see the impact with also the invoice entry. So here we have our payment entry, and we have also the receivable line from the invoice that is partially paid and is also indicated in the matching number. Okay? So let's see for now if we create the new payment for the 200 euros. So you can easily, from the customers menu and in the payments list here, create a new payment from scratch. So here, I'm going to assign the customer, so it was my dear Sam, for an amount of 200 euros, and I'm just book it as it is. So I have received the payment, but it is not linked yet to my invoice. So you can see here, I have nothing related to an invoice. But if you have this kind of unreconciled payments, what you can do when you go back to your invoice, so let's take again our partially paid invoice here, you see that automatically you have a blue message, a blue banner indicating to you that you have outstanding credits for this customer. You can allocate them to mark this invoice as paid. So here, since the payment is related to that partner, so that customer, I have the possibility to manually reconcile it with the invoice. So at the bottom of the page, you see you have outstanding credits, you have the sequence of the payment and the amount. And if you click on Add, automatically here, you have the reconciliation with the invoice, and the amount due is back to 0. And you can see here the partially paid has been transformed into the in payment status. Why is it in payment? Because in Odoo, since we book the payment into a transit account, which is the outstanding receipts, when we reconcile with the bank, you will see that it is automatically paid. So now let's go reconcile our payments with our bank statement. So to do that, you go back to the dashboard, and from the bank journal, you can always see what's going on for your bank account. So you have first the balance in your general ledger, so all the amounts that were booked for that bank journal. And then under it, you see also all the outstanding receipts and payments accounts that are still not yet reconciled with a bank statement. So now I'm going to reconcile the two statements with the payments from Odoo. So super easy, as Odoo already suggests me the counterparts. So here the Rainbow Man is super happy. And if I go back to the dashboard, you can see here the outstanding amounts have disappeared because they have been reconciled. If we go back to the invoice now, you can see that the banner has changed and the status of the invoice is completely paid. So this is how you handle all the register payments in Odoo.
And is there any way to bypass this in-payment ribbon?
Well, actually, yes, some. Like, for example, if we use cash payments, so in that case, we don't really have a cash statement like a bank statement. So you don't really want to go through the in-payment status and then afterwards go in the paid. You want to directly go into paid. To do that, you need to change the configuration of your journal. So let's see how to do that. You need to go in the configuration menu, journals, and let's go in the cash one. Let's see that every time that you pay a vendor bill with cash, you don't want to see the in-payment, but the paid directly. To do that, you need to go in the outgoing payment tab, and in the manual method, you need to make appear the outstanding payment account here. By default, if it's empty, it's going to take the default account from the settings in the accounting app, but you can change that. And to go directly in the in-payment, the paid status, you need to put the main account from your journal. So here we want to put the same one as the one from the cash account here, and it works the same for bank accounts as well. I'm going to save, and now I'm going to go in my vendor bills. So here I'm going to take my late bills here, choose one, a random one, and I'm going to register a payment exactly the same way that I used to do with a customer invoice. Here I'm just going to choose the cash journal. I'm going to create the payment, and automatically, since we chose the counterpart to be the cash account and not the outstanding payment account, the status goes directly to paid. That's it for this video. If you want to get more information about payments in general, make sure to watch our next video, bank configuration. Thank you for watching. Ciao a tutti.